Hello, friends. I have been asked to speak today about the divine feminine, and I want to affirm that you are a light worker, you are multidimensional beings, and we have actually been misinformed as to who we are. We have some old constructs around the feminine being demonized or not worthy, not holy. And that is absolutely false. And that has been informed by very low levels of consciousness that are now being deleted from the planet. So this week has been an intense week. Narges Mohammadi won the Nobel Peace Prize. She's in jail in Iran. And simultaneously, the same week, there was a young girl that was beaten on a subway to the point where she's now in a coma in Iran. These young women and feminists in Iran are literally showing us what it looks like to stand up, speak up, show up for the divine feminine. Many of us have an idea that the divine feminine is going to save the world. Well, we got to stand up for her. And we have misplaced the equality as a political issue or in the hands of what we call bully consciousness here at Shakti Tribe. And I assure you that it will not continue because our true nature is actually peace. So we have all these things bubbling up to show us who we are not. And at some point, we're going to need to collectively stand, speak up, and show up for women, girls, and the divine masculine on planet Earth. So that is our prayer, that is our intention, that is our vision for the future of humanity. And this month is Navratri, and I think this is a really great way to illustrate what's going to be going down. And I hope that you're with us on this process, because really visualizing peace is part of the program. And this crown I'm wearing actually is a representation of the divine masculine, which is also been misinformed in our world. The divine masculine actually supports the divine feminine. This is not about gender. This is about energy in the phenomenal world. So I'm going to share my screen about Durga. And I also watched a movie this week, which was called Source Code. And Source Code is a really an amazing movie about a young man who's a warrior, and he uses his heart-mind coherence to literally create a new reality. It's a great movie, and I think this is a great way to illustrate the point that I'm making. It is not exact, things aren't exactly as they seem. We have to break some eggs to make a cake, and the sooner that we give rise and give a platform to the divine feminine and publish the Equal Rights Amendment that has been ratified by we the people in the United States, we can put ourselves in a position to positively disrupt the suffering that is taking place on our planet, wars, because the bully consciousness is acting up. It's kind of like the monkeys in the Wizard of Oz, how they get all active and freaky right before the witch dies, which maybe isn't the best analogy, but yes, the witch did get killed by structures that are no longer serving humanity, and they never did. So somehow this low-level consciousness got baked into the consciousness cake of humanity. What seems to be everything falling apart is really an opportunity for everything to come together and for us to rise up as humanity and a family. We are a family. We're not separate, and that's the point. The more that we're in fear, the more that we perceive separation, the more suffering will be created. So now is a time where literally the Equal Rights Amendment is the low-hanging fruit for peace on earth. And I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And this is our goddess, Durga. And this is her message to humanity from me, who speaks for a collective Shakti energy or divine feminine energy. It's something that I have brought in. It's something that I'm not completely comfortable with, especially kind of the warrior feeling of in being a feminine body. But this is actually fierce love. It's fierce love, and we affirm that women are already equal from a spiritual standpoint. We are very, very, very powerful beings. Our bodies are sacred. Sexuality is sacred. Our work is sacred. We all are. And this notion that humanity or the powers that were are separate from the divine feminine is absolutely an illusion. So I'm going to share my screen. And this is the goddess of Navratri. Navratri is coming up October 15th through the 24th. If you follow me, you know that I often use collective energy to focus on particular energies in the phenomenal world. And we have billions of people literally celebrating the victory of light over darkness. And this is illustrated by the goddess Durga Ma. So I'm going to share my screen. And this is the great goddess Durga Ma. And her message to us for the times to come. The more bully consciousness dissolves, the more we become aware of the importance of healing and creating safe space for the divine feminine. The divine feminine is the life force energy that creates all beings, the entire universe, and inspires us to grow. We call her Shakti in yoga. Feminine energy is nurturing, compassionate, intuitive. She creates beauty, life, and she really represents creativity in general. This is an energy that is in all of us. And Durga Ma is the representation of the full Shakti we call Adi Shakti, or the Divine Mother, Mother Earth, or our highest self. So this is an energy, she represents an energy that's in everyone. She is fierce divine justice, and she represents a revolutionary energy in favor of the light. She is the unexpected victory arising in the moment when all seems lost. She uses every means necessary to ensure the success of the heart and soul of humanity. She is our spiritual sun, our light, and she reminds us to listen to the stillness and allow Mother Earth or your highest self to speak to you. She reminds us to trust and dare to be bold. Trust in our faith, not our fear. For every problem that can arise, there are many creative solutions unfolding now. Trust that the light is coming in, and do your best to be present, feeling everything in the moment. Find ways to connect more with her. Go outside, stick your feet in the dirt, and breathe. Where your focus goes, energy flows. Kali Durga reminds us that we're all part of the divine spark, that we are in the universe and the universe is in us. She teaches us that setting boundaries is an act of self-love and that we're literally building our body of light. So we're all light beings, or we're all energy beings. She invites us to create a daily ritual to honor ourselves and as an aspect of what you perceive to be a higher power, whatever that is. This is about direct experience, non-dual direct experience. We all cultivate love from the inside out. The new feminism is created from the inside out because there's no dictators that are going to tell us who we are. It's highly important now to cultivate self-love, compassion, and compassion for those on lower levels of consciousness. We are all one being here to build a new peaceful world, and Durga Kali is showing us the way. So in my Shakti tradition, the gods, Vishnu, Shiva, and Brahma, basically all call Durga Ma in to slay the demons And the demons could be perceived as our ego or anything that keeps us from our highest self. So she is literally slicing and dicing away the false illusion, which is represented by the bully consciousness. So I invite you all to visualize a world based in peace. And this is contrary to a lot of the content that's being fed to us right now, which is designed and to create more fear. Because I see this as a feminist. They've done this to women for eons. Okay, so there's nobody to blame. And feminism basically just means that the masculine energy and the feminine energy are equal. Okay, so we need help. We need resources. Anybody that's ready to take action, we need you. Because now is the time to stand up, speak up, and show up for the divine feminine in you, or your inner goddess, your higher self, your inner God. We need a miracle here. Okay, so believe in miracles. Whatever your faith is, go with that. Okay, that's what Navratri is, celebrating the light in you, overcoming the darkness in you first, and then we can bring that to the world. We are creating peace on earth. We are here to lead with compassion, wisdom, and most of all, love. Have faith. Sending love. Thank you.